Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect on the series JG. It's Mass Effect 3, and I found out that, yeah, the Turian Ambassador talked to us, voice acted by the same person, it seems like, as the Turian Ambassador in Mass Effect 1, is a different character, because the Turian Ambassador from Mass Effect 1 was killed, and it's all part of, like, Mass Effect Retribution, or some kind of crap. It's like the frickin' comic books and shit that came out alongside the game. I just sound like I'm being all disrespectful to the comic books, but it's like, if you play the games religiously, but all you're interested in is games, and you don't, like, participate in any outside of the... Well, wait a second, how the hell do I get back out of the ship, then? I found out, in reading about that, I found out that I missed some stuff in the Citadel that I wanted to quick do. But I'm not sure now how I get back to the Citadel.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
I mean, I give you toothbrush, gently used.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums.
Really?
It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
You're like... Well, I was about to say something foul. Yeah, I was about to really go overboard as far as being a disgusting male chauvinist or whatever, but, no, her deal, and, we haven't actually met her male counterpart. Mass Effect 1 gives you the option of having sex with a blue tentacle-headed chick, even if you happen to be female, because the blue tentacle-head chick will do anybody. But otherwise, it was hetero, sex with a human crew member, depending on whatever. Then Mass Effect 2 brings in the notion, once again, the blue chick, well, in this case, the blue tentacle-head chick in Mass Effect 2 doesn't romance you no matter what, but you can push towards a romance in Mass Effect 3 in, like, a little brief scene. It's kind of ridiculous. But otherwise, it's like, yeah, if you are a dude, you can have sex with a human woman, or a human woman with crazy tats, or an alien woman. And if you are the chick, you can have sex with a human dude who's like a different race from you, I guess. Well, no, I shouldn't say that, because of course your femshep can be black, just because mine wasn't. But yeah, you can have sex with a black dude. That's pretty shocking. Sorry. Or you can have sex with a lizard dude, or you can have sex with Garrus, who is like whatever the fuck Turians are dudes. It's not as easy to describe them as lizard dudes. So it took them all the way to Mass Effect 3 before they decided, hey, you know, maybe as long as everybody's fucking aliens, you could have, like, gay sex. So, and, you know, I don't follow the fan community by any stretch. I mean, I knew that everyone was pissed off about the ending to this game, because they didn't think it was a worthy climax for the whole trilogy. But, I don't know if people were upset when gay sex started to pop up in Mass Effect, or if they were shocked it took as long as it did. But it is kind of weird to me that, like, the third game in this series is like, ooh, mature, realistic romance options, and you can have sex with a lizard man. It took 3 games before they actually start featuring gay and lesbian characters. And this chick here is a romance option if and only if you are playing as a female Shepard. But they don't go too over the top with her. Like, she doesn't have, like... She doesn't, like, scream lesbian, like, I don't know, carry herself in a weird... Everyone's in uniform, so she can't dress in a strangely masculine way or anything like that. She's just kind of there. She seems nice. Whatever.
Where are you from originally?
colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth,
Oi!
but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer.
Oi!
If they stayed in London,
They went to join the
I imagine they'd be
colonies,
dead right now.
and then they betrayed their king with their refusal to pay taxes on tea, or should I say tariffs.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Quite.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes, you'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
I knew what GUI meant. It's like, I'm going to throw a lot of techno-babble to try to make quantum entanglement sound more complicated than it already is, based on the fact that it's quantum entanglement, and that doesn't really mean anything to pretty much anyone in the real world. Quantum entanglement might mean something, it doesn't mean anything to me. And I think I'm, like, at kind of average level of scientific knowledge, you know. So, yeah. Once you start throwing out the term quantum entanglement, I'm like, okay, sci-fi, gotcha. Space era magic, no problem, let's move on.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me.
Well, if you think
Seeing
my
the
toothbrush
Reapers
is
on Earth
expensive,
was
you should see
terrifying.
how much it
But I
costs
won't
me
help
to
anybody by
satisfy
bursting
my
into
other
tears here
bodily...
in the
Never mind.
CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if
Well,
flagging your
Garrus might have a
messages
crack
and
at it.
managing strategic
Of course, he'll
intel
never
helps
reach
you
his
in
full
any way,
potential as long as he's working with
then
me.
it's worth
But
it.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Carry on, Specialist.
Let me know if you stop being lesbian, and, you know, because if you do, and there's a chance that I might be able to bone you, I'll be more interested. Oh, we can no longer... Okay, now that door leads only downstairs. We can no longer... I guess there is still an elevator.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, man. Morlan, leave me alone. I'm trying to defeat the Reapers and save the universe, Morlan. I'll take some boner pills later. But with Morlan's famous boner pills, perhaps you can make her no longer be the lesbian. Hey, where's my ED interface? You know, it had to happen eventually. Might as well talk to Joker. What up, Seth Green? You done anything on Adult Swim? Robot Chicken that I should take note of, or...
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
Yeah, well, he's got a point.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking?
No.
Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Oh, there you go. That was a fairly painless reintroduction to Joker. Looks like I have to go back to the console if I want. I see. I'm gonna, like, paralyzed with worry that I'm gonna miss stuff. I'm trying to do a 100% show you everything. It's really impossible to do that in any one play because there's all these things that change depending on your decisions. They're usually not terribly important. But I want to get back on the Citadel without conquered systems. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivor, salvage, valuable intel. But at this point I want to, like... Yeah, it makes us leave. Yeah, so we're going to, like, fly out of the sector and back into the sector. Search and rescue. Each time a pulse is used, a chance of Reapers enter the system. Okay. So we can... Yeah, that's right. There's a sort of mini-game in this where if you search a system, you can scan, and then the Reapers will show up and kill you. This system doesn't have anything for you to discover. And unlike Mass Effect 2, we can't leave the system and go anywhere. Even though in Mass Effect 2 we found out there's a neighboring star system right next to the Citadel that features a South African criminal who stole Kasumi's boyfriend's memories or some crap. Doesn't really work like that in this game. So let's go back to the Citadel without triggering anything else, and there's just like a little dialogue I need to listen to get a side quest, and we can chat with James,
We are
who...
transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am. Requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
Sure.
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
I need to go to the hospital. I'm bleeding out of the head. Yeah, I'm actually losing blood pretty rapidly here. Probably should have checked in with Dr. Chakwas. Oh crap. Passing out. Logging you out, Shepard. So, I'm thinking because no new locations to visit in the Citadel appeared, we're okay as far as me having not missed my opportunities here. I'm looking for a Volus talking to somebody, I think. If I hang around and listen in, it will unlock side quests. I probably should be buying the Metagel upgrade, but I'm saving every penny for right now, unless I come across something really, really good. I'm saving every penny to buy the bestest ever sniper rifle. If I can't find a Volus chatting with somebody, I'll be
Yes.
mildly annoyed.
Tissue replacement takes months.
And we'll have to consider whether I misread the fact, and it's... Yeah, I'm not seeing any Voli. Oh Lord, stuck in the Voli again. There's a super locked room. Okay, I can't go in there and mess with Ashley right now. So that's the room that was, quote, super locked. Boy, it would suck if I was wasting everyone's time and... Well, where the hell am I supposed to be going, fac guy, to meet this Volus? Or not meet him, I'm just gonna overhear a conversation. Maybe it isn't here, maybe it's in the docking area. I'm pretty sure that's where I have to go talk to James.
We're at this little farm. We killed a few enemy scouts, and it's
I
quiet.
guess we can listen to these two
The
talk
gets
while I
called away
look
for
it up.
support, so I'm there for the night.
Uh-huh.
The humans get me dinner, show me around. One of them, this freckled farm girl, maybe 15.
Oh,
She wants to
God.
hear all about what it's like to be a commando.
You were probably the
Amanda.
most exciting thing ever to land at her farm.
Yeah. And she's saying she wants to be a pilot, and I say that
Oh,
life on a
it's
ship
the
is
embassy.
grimy.
I gotta go to the embassy.
She asks if I'd like to use their shower.
Going by my records, you'd been on active duty for more than 3 weeks.
And you were horny as hell. Alright, so I'm supposed to go to the embassy, not to the,
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
not to the hospital.
Moment, please.
Momentito, Shepard. So this video has been a whole lot of nothing. It's gonna be a very slow LP. I mean, Mass Effect 3 has a lot of let's have one last little goodbye with various characters you've met along the way kind of stuff. Here's some Voluses. These are not the Voluses I'm looking for, though. Oh, I should have known to walk around more in
that the
the corners.
Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Okay, so that's like a little quest, and doing these little quests like this, all you're really doing is going and hunting for artifacts and shit. And that's that mini game that I mentioned where the you scan, and then Reapers start chasing you, and it's kind of it's a very silly little mini game, but in fact, going and hunting down these artifacts and stuff can really help you out with getting war assets. I think if you just do the plot missions and you don't do that, those little side missions, you probably don't have enough war assets for the best ending. But now we just have to walk around and look for James, because James is hanging around somewhere, and we're supposed to have a conversation with him to work on our relationship with him. And then once we've done that, then we're good to go on the ship and start talking to the fucking chef and finding out what he needs. No, that was the last game. But yeah, that kind of nonsense. You gotta be around here somewhere, dude. Unless I broke that by going back to the ship, which I might have done. Oh god, is this... I should never have stumbled... I mean, I only found it because I was looking for the stupid gift for Ashley, but okay, no, damn it, he's at the lobby outside the embassies. Ah, damn it. So I should have stayed in the embassy. But no, it's because I was trying to figure out what's the best gift for Ashley, and I found this back, and now it's like all this little shit which neither you, gentle viewer, nor I would have known we were missing, and I could have just gleefully zipped through. Now I'm like, no, must find every meaningless side quest. Must talk like one of those LPers that is talking in a funny voice intentionally to get views and is lonesome for it. Sorry. Retsu Puree again.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Although I kind of hated LPers like that even before.
Oh. Hello, ma'am.
I think Retsu Puree, more than anything else, as far as loadsome LPs, it hasn't made me hate certain LPs. It's just made me note that, oh, other people felt that way about these LPs. So here he is. He's still... Jesus, look at him. Guy's got, like, bulging veins on, like, his ears, everything. There, buddy. And yes, he's a romance interest if you're female.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us. Something like that. Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
You don't like places that don't have constant war, do you?
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy? I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's... not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
It was peaceful.
They must have tricked me with some kind of illusion.
What was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
Yep, they're idiots.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare. Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that. So, you still want to go back to Earth? Hell yeah, but you were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us.
Pendejo. Oh, you're Hispanic.
Whatever it takes.
Hey, I didn't really notice your ethnicity. Your shirt's too tight.
Where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me. Maybe I'll do that.
We'll spill some drinks, get loud, etc. My reputation went up. I guess it's just whatever is higher, Paragon or Renegade, it increases that. I don't understand.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
You've got mail. I remember that James, like, if you're playing as FemShep, he starts calling you Lola, which is, like, I guess that's, like, his ethnic Latin thing. I don't really know. And you can choose to, like that or not like it, but he keeps calling you that anyway. And, yeah. I don't remember what he gets. What is wacky zany? Hey man, I'm Latin man. Stuff is when you're a male, but he might call you loco. I think Lola is like. Doesn't Lola mean like crazy chick or it's kind of something along those lines? I don't really know. Mass Effect.
Messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Moreland just won't take no for an answer. Special Ops. Cerberus Lab. And we probably want to do that one first, actually, because the non-plot essential ones will occasionally have a time limit. Like, if you do 2 or 3 missions before you get to this non-plot essential one, you won't be able to do them anymore. Which makes sense. And we'll see. I need you to head to a Cerberus Lab on the planet Sanctum. Like, eventually that mission will disappear unless, say, Cerberus has left the lab, has abandoned the lab. It's too late to investigate. But the other ones make more sense. Like, Cerberus is attacking a colony. You need to go help them. And if you do, like, 4 missions before you go help them, it'll be like, Cerberus wiped out the colony. Oops. There's another one where, like, evil guys have put a bomb. Like, I swear there actually is one. Evil guys have put a bomb here, and this Turian team is going to disarm it. Will you help them? And if you don't, it's like, bomb went off. Turians are dead. Good job. Oh, there's a mission on Eden Prime? Forgot all about that. Reinstatement. Okay, you are back to being a full-fledged dude. Alliance military personnel. Evacuate Sol system at once. Quarian fleet. You can read that if you want to. You have an upgrade waiting. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Sony's office for convenience. You may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day, Glyph. That will be explained when we meet Glyph. And Cerberus attacked Eden Prime. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony. Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. I remember this one. We want to do this one fairly early. This is DLC, and this is DLC that pissed a lot of people off because they thought that it was essential enough to the main story of Mass Effect that it should have either not have happened at all or have been part of the main game. And it was ridiculous to do it as DLC because the game would be stripped of a lot of content if you didn't do this DLC mission. But either way, we'll do this DLC pretty soon. But because it's DLC, I'm pretty sure there's no time limit on it. So let's spend another video talking to everybody. We won't have to revisit every single person every single time we visit the ship, probably, once we start doing it. But, I mean, we got to at least stop eventually when she becomes charged by Damager while she uses biotic jumps to close in. But yeah, we should check in on, like, Dr. Chakwas, since we gave up war assets to get her on our ship. Here's the Wall of Heroes. We can see Kaid Nalenko's on there. I don't know if we're meant to know who anyone else here is. Possibly Exo Commander Presley's up there. Richard Jenkins. We remember him. Although, wouldn't he have died on the original Normandy? There's Charles Presley. So I guess this is... and Pakti. I guess this is... both the Normandy 1 and the Normandy 2 if it's got Presley and Jenkins on the list of dudes. This, of course, is where Garrus was hanging out in the last game. I don't know if anyone's hanging out there now. Turd Battery. He will probably hang out here in the fullness of time. There is a workbench that he probably used, but it's not an actual workbench that we get to use. Over here on our right, this was Miranda's office. She is not part of our crew. Let's see who's taken... And Liara's office now. And we needed to come in here anyway because this is where that glyph and the upgrade comes in. Seems like, pretty sweet digs. I like it. Can we go to the Shadow Broker's base or no?
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr.
Oh, you
Tassoni
recognize
now
my
refers to
unique
me as
look.
Glyph instead of info drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office.
It's got
It
naked
analyzes
pictures of you, Shepard.
information packages. If you
I think
find
she's got
any
an
useful
issue with
data,
you only
I can
wanting to date
research
humans
upgrades
and
for you.
Quarians.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
Yeah, whatever. You guys can have your
Whole
private
worlds are
conversation.
being lost to the Reapers. What
Upgrades.
more will it
none.
take?
Upgrade complete.
Hell, maybe the council's just taking petty revenge for Shepard hanging up on them all those years ago.
Wait, Shepard did what?
Oh, sorry, I think we're going through some dark matter. Hello? Hello?
I don't know. That actually, I can't believe they actually remembered that. This is very random stuff they managed to pull from previous games. Anyway, Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship us. Who's Farron? An armored mod kit, technically illegal in Citadel space. The kit's owned a gel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor. So we get to choose between ammo capacity +5 or shields +5. As much as I'm dying, I think we'll go with the ammo capacity. Because generally your choice is going to be between ammo capacity and weapon damage. And I hate to give up weapon damage for ammo capacity. But the shield thing mostly comes down to... They're both tiny bonuses. We're not really going to feel the difference. But the shield thing really comes down to... I don't even know if this will give me an additional shot with the sniper rifle by itself. But yeah, shields, it comes down to, like, I can't figure out just how much in cover and how much of a, like, game approved cover situation. Like, yeah, they can't shoot at me from where I'm at, but I'm not in game sanctioned cover to get the shields to start recharging the way they're supposed to. One thing I'll tell you, man, the ability to customize your equipment, they make a big deal out of how you can customize weapons and stuff, but it's actually, I think it's less than it was in Mass Effect. You remember when we had, like, you could choose between the, like, toxic damage ammo and, you know, radioactive ammo and the snow blinding ammo, and then you had, like, instead of as a skill Inferno ammo was something you could equip on the weapons, and it, because a lot of it, like, the penalties for using the high-powered ammos was that it made your weapon overheat faster, and then 2 and 3 ditched that whole concept, so I guess it didn't work. But the armor, you could really make yourself pretty sturdy with heavy armor, with, like, when you had, like, the medical upgrades where you were getting, like, shield boost and, like, constant hit point regen with your armor. I don't know, I liked that system, and it's kind of gone.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent
I've
shadow
actually
broker
taken over
without
your
data
ship
feeds.
and made it part of the Shadow Broker Empire.
Resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans finish it? I thought I told you no!
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise.
Well,
But
no,
we really need
if
to
it was
find
their
out
best
just
chance,
what
but
kind of weapon they left us.
if it was their best chance and it only had a 4% chance of working, but all of their other plans had less than 4%, they would have poured everything into it.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't.
No, they're not
I'm
listening at
sorry.
all.
I
Even though
understand
the Reapers
if you
are
don't want to
actually
talk
here.
about it.
The thought means a lot, Liara. Thanks.
You're welcome. And since I didn't mention it before, it's good to be back, Shepard.
It's good to be the king. Got reputation bonus just for talking to Liara was apparently enough. These tiny little bonus, I can't even tell if they're moving anything around, so I should stop checking.
Hello again, Shepard.
I'm going blind looking at you because you're glowing blue.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
And
Very
Saren.
little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints.
Why are you squinting
Decoding
at me,
them will
Shepard?
require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high tech?
I'd have killed for
Rhapsody
a
in
glimpse of it during
blue.
graduate school.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is
Santa's
Glyph.
little helper.
It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
Apparently it stopped calling you Shadow Broker, which is nice.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
What up with you and the
It's
broker?
been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was
What am I
coming.
looking at?
Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle
Oh, that's
as we
right. That's who
could.
Farron is.
We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging
the
an
dude that we
appropriate
rescued.
distraction.
I'm sorry. I'd like to listen to you, but A, I'm going to go blind staring at that window, and B, there is something absolutely fascinating over there. I can't even describe what it is.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Oh my
Well, I
God.
couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what
Shepard,
was
eyes
crucial.
over here.
My network
Would you
of
like me to
agents is
move
intact,
over there?
although the
Do I
Reapers
need to
have taken a
stand
toll
between
on their
you and
numbers.
that wall for you to look
It's
at me?
taking a while to reestablish contact.
Contact. Da, da, da. I still need to go and figure out how to get subtitles.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He's been possessed by a demon. His head is spinning around 360 degrees.
Many injuries during his last call
Oh,
to you,
he's
Doctor.
trying to follow that thing.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
And now she's gonna stare away.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped
I
me
assume
defeat
you're
the
talking
Shadow
to me,
Broker,
Shepard, and not
I
to
started
Liara.
looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only
It's
ones with
amazing the way
substantial
that
information on
drone
them.
has taken on
The
your
older
voice, Shepard. It
civilizations
sounded
barely
as
had
though you had
records.
spoken.
I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks.
It's
he
like
had
it's
surveillance
like the
there all
data
along.
drone is their child, and they're talking to each other as these proud parents, and they can't take their eyes off their little darling.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Now, no matter where I go in the ship, even when I'm on a different floor, Shepard will continue to stare at where that drone was.
A new
Oh, you know-
notification is available on the private messages terminal.
There's a private messages terminal too. Okay, so let's... Narrative? Conversation mode, full decisions, no decisions. Okay. They got that some people just get driven nuts by this. Okay, so... No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I got subtitles on. That's something. Means that I can continue to make stupid-ass comments like I was doing throughout that conversation where I really couldn't help myself. Ooh, pardon me, sorry. Ooh, really couldn't help myself making fun of the goofiness, but you can still actually tell what's going on. That has to be nice, right? Anyway, when we come back, I'm afraid we've probably got another video's worth of wandering around the ship. Sorry. But eventually, we're going to have to go out there, and although the next big plot-driving thing is to go to Paladin, or whatever, and rescue the Patriarch, and the Matriarch, and the Benezia, or somebody. The Primarch, the dude. Yeah, our next big plot thing, that's like the main story plot, is to go help the Turians. And I don't want to give anybody a whole bunch of false hope of something that might not happen, but as I was playing Mass Effect 3 for the first time, I had a pretty strong hunch that when we went to the Turian world and started fighting to help the Turians, we were going to run into a certain Turian who's a big fan of weapon calibration. So I kind of beelined for it. But I also didn't have all the DLC yet. But what we're actually going to do is the optional mission, like the side mission Hackett gave us, that is not DLC first, because there's a chance that that one has a time limit. Then we'll probably do the DLC mission on Eden Prime, because that one's fairly important to get going as soon as you can. And then we'll get going to the main story. You're sort of rewarded in a way for putting off the main story as long as possible, because you never know when the main story is going to trigger new optional missions. And if you're worried about completing everything, the worst position you can be in is to have a bunch of optional missions open at the same time and not know which ones are going to expire from, taking too long to get to them. So next time, folks, more dicking around on the ship. But eventually, possibly before this video is over, especially because we don't have that many people on the ship to interact with. I was surprised at how little time we spent talking to Joker. We might actually be able to get going with some mission pretty soon, possibly as we're wrapping up the next video. I guess we'll find out next time, folks. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.